Hi class, this is going to be your Metamorphic Rock Lab. There are only 4 samples, and I think you'll notice that they start at 7, so I have 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to combine the Igneous and the Metamorphic Lab together on Canvas. So make sure that you complete all of these questions before you submit the Igneous and Metamorphic Lab. Number 1 through 6 will be Igneous, and there will be different videos for those. 7, 8, 9, and 10 will be the metamorphic part, and then sedimentary will be a completely different lab grade. So let's go ahead and get started with this. I'll remind you that you can use the other video that I made, which kind of walked you through each of these samples, as well as the metamorphic rock identification chart. Know that they have the name on the right side. They have pictures of the crystal texture, which should help you out. You have your 4 foliated rocks on top and your 2 non-foliated rocks on bottom. The 3 rocks towards, or 4 rocks towards the very bottom, we will not use in this lab. So these are your 6 possibilities right here. They give you the grain size, the parent rock, and any distinctive properties that they might have. So starting off with number 7. This is a nice dark rock. Let me get my light going here. There is some layering. So I would say that this is probably a foliated rock. I think you can see some of the layering here. There is not much shininess to it. You can see that it's pretty black. Shiny on the outside a little bit, but not sparkly, really. See, there's a little bit of the layering here. So this is sample number 7. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to add about this, but make sure that you watch the other video and you should get a good idea of what sample this is. Moving on to number 8. This is a sample. I did show this type of rock, but not this exact sample in the other video. And so here's your number 8 rock. I will say, looking at the sides, there's not really any foliation going on. There's no layers. There's no flat sides really. So I would say this is one of the 2 non-foliated rocks. It is going to be pretty hard. Could do a scratch test, but the nail will leave a scratch in it. So that's not really going to tell you what it is, but I can just show you, just so you have it. So here's your sample. I got a nail, pushed down pretty hard, and actually on this one it did not leave a scratch, not really a visible scratch. So pretty hard rock. And if it's non-foliated rock, we need to do the acid test and see if it fizzes or not. So here's your acid, and if you look at it, you don't really have any fizzing going on. It's just sitting there, spreading out towards my finger. Yeah, no bubbles, no fizzing, no action. So this does not react with hydrochloric acid. It's non-foliated, no layers, and it's a pretty hard sample. So that is number 8. Wipe the acid off. Moving on to number 9. Take a look at this one. You can see that it's pretty sparkly. Sparkly all along the side, sparkly along the top, kind of a gray color to this one. There is some layering here on the side. Let me get my light in here so you can kind of see it a little bit better. That's not super great, but there you go. A little bit of layering going on this side. Coming around to the other side, I can see a little bit of foliation. So this is going to be a foliated rock. It's a little wavy. I hope you can kind of see the waviness there in the layers. When you see it from this side, you get a lot of the sparkle. When you see it from this side, you don't really get a whole lot of sparkle. And so that kind of indicates that all of your mineral grains are aligned. It's kind of a smaller sample, but I think that should at least get you narrowed down to 2 different samples. I don't see any other minerals coming out. So hopefully this resembles something that you saw in the other video. This is sample number 9. If you have any questions about these samples, or you want me to show you something a little different, or you have some questions about it, please just let me know and I will either make a video or send you something directly in email. Here's sample number 10. You can see you have some black and white minerals here. I think you can see the black and white lines, their separation. So you kind of have the tiger stripes going on. Here's some more of the black and white tiger stripes a little bit. And so if it has stripes in it or you see lines in it, that's going to be a foliated rock. And that's going to narrow your choices down just a little bit. So this is number 10. If you have any questions, please let me know. 2 of these samples I did show in the other video, the original video, the introduction to metamorphic rocks. 2 of these samples are new, but they are the same types of rocks that you saw in the introduction video. So they will have the same name. They're just slightly smaller, I think. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Hopefully this is enough information to get you to answer the questions correctly. There will be some other things you need to fill out besides just the name. So I may ask you for the parent rock, I may ask you for the grain size, and maybe a couple other things, but that might be it. So use this chart to help you answer the questions, to get the names and any other information that's not easily viewable from the rock. So if you have any questions, please let me know, and thank you for participating in the Metamorphic Lab. I will see you soon.